Hello guys, this is time I will review the last two news. Here is the explanation and happy watching.
A new warning tonight on the dangers of lithium-ion battery products such as electric bikes and e-scooters. The batteries are now the fastest growing fire risk in New South Wales, but increasingly users are ignoring those risks.
Not sure about the quality, but it was so cheap.
It's a new campaign to combat an increasingly common and potentially lethal danger, explosive fires from products using lithium-ion batteries.
The batteries go into what we call thermal runaway, and that's where there's a self-sustaining fire that occurs within the battery, and we can't put that out.
There were at least 318 lithium-ion battery fires in New South Wales last year, up from 272 in 2023. But since the start of this year, there have already been 25, 13 in the past 8 days alone.
These fires develop so quickly, so intensely that you don't have time to spare.
Always buy lithium-ion products from a trusted source. Don't overcharge, modify or take risks with faulty cables, and always dispose of old batteries at your local recycling point.
Also, never charge lithium-ion batteries when you're asleep or away from home. Don't leave them constantly on charge or leave them charging on beds, sofas or other flammable materials. If you can, charge devices outside. Among a range of changes, New South Wales will soon introduce mandatory product safety standards,
where retailers must provide consumers with information on how to store, how to use, how to dispose of lithium-ion products.
But a recent survey showed that while people already understand the risks, the majority ignore them.
When it comes to lithium-ion safety, there's no room for excuses.
Eddie Meyer, 9 News.
From the video, I can quote that the number of fires caused by lithium-ion batteries in New South Wales, Australia, has increased rapidly in recent years, often as a result of overcharging, modification, or the use of fault finding. Fires can also occur if a charging battery is left unattended or placed in flammable surface. This problem is largely due to the public lack of understanding of the risks posed by lithium-ion batteries. And while many are aware of the dangers, they often ignore them. These batteries can explode and cause fires if not used properly. To address this issue, it's important to educate the public on how to self-charge, use and dispose of these batteries, and remind them not to leave charged batteries unattended or in flammable places. The New South Wales government has taken steps to address this issue by introducing product safety standards that require retailers to provide information on how to safely store, use and dispose of lithium-ion product.
The timber home lit up Nathan Street just after 8 o'clock.
We are receiving multiple 000 calls for this. It is a two-storey structure.
As firefighters sped to the scene, neighbours took matters into their own hands.
There's a person on the back patio trying to hose the fire down over.
A gallant but futile effort in the face of such a ferocious blaze.
Guys, get out of your house!
Even as fire crews targeted the flames, a new emergency.
Be advised, I've just received a 000 call saying somebody is inside the house.
Multiple gas bottles at the property added to the danger. Then came word the sole occupant was out. He was rushed to hospital with burns to his head. It took more than 3 hours to completely extinguish the fire.
It's too early for us to tell what might have caused the fire. There's some anecdotal accounts from the occupant, but as you can understand, they were in an extreme state of distress.
Investigators were back at the scene this morning, although the fire isn't thought to be suspicious. Neighbours say they were lucky it didn't spread.
When Ian was hosing, he had all red stomach because he didn't have a shirt on. But he's fine. He's all good.
In more good news, their neighbour was released from hospital this afternoon. Alexandra Cullen, 7 News.
From the video, I can conclude that a house fire broke out in Townsville, Australia, at around 8 o'clock at night and qualified to the two-story building. Around neighbors tried to extinguish the flames with a garden hose. Their efforts were unsuccessful. The sole occupant of the house was rescued and rushed to hospital with head burn. It took the fire department more than 3 hours to extinguish the fire. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but is not believed to be suspicious. The occupant of the house was eventually discharged from hospital. Thank you.